Oprah Winfrey is a multi-billionaire media mogul and philanthropist best known for having her own internationally renowned talk show from 1986 until 2011. She went on to start her own television network. Oprah Winfrey is a talk show host, media executive, actress, and philanthropist who is worth over $2 billion. She is best known for hosting her own massively famous talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, which ran for 25 seasons from 1986 to 2011. Winfrey created her own television network, The Oprah Winfrey Network, in 2011, called OWN. Winfrey was born in the small Mississippi town of Kosciuszko and came to Baltimore in 1976 to anchor the talk show People Are Talking. She was then approached by a Chicago television station to host her own morning show, Early Childhood Development and Education. On January 29, 1954, Winfrey was born in the small Mississippi town of Kosciuszko. Winfrey traveled to Nashville to live with her father, Vernon, a barber and businessman, after a rough adolescence in a tiny farming village where she was sexually abused by a member of male relatives and acquaintances of her mother, Vanita. Winfrey enrolled at Tennessee State University in 1971. In Nashville, she began her career in radio and television broadcasting, early broadcasting career. Winfrey relocated to Baltimore, Maryland in 1976 to anchor the television chat show People Are Talking. Winfrey stayed with the show for 8 years once it became a smash, following which she was hired by a Chicago television station to host her own morning show, AM Chicago. Phil Donahue was her main rival in the time slot. Winfrey's open, warm-hearted personal style had garnered her 100,000 more viewers than Donahue's show in just a few months, propelling it from the last to the first in the ratings. In 1986, Winfrey debuted The Oprah Winfrey Show, a nationally syndicated talk show that lasted 25 years until 2011. By the end of its first year, the show had grossed $125 million, with Winfrey receiving $30 million, thanks to its placement in 120 channels and a 10 million strong audience. She quickly grabbed control of the show from ABC, transferring it to her new production firm, Apple Productions, Oprah spelled backwards, and profiting handsomely from it. When talk programs began to become more trashy and exploitative in 1994, Winfrey swore to keep her show devoid of tabloid issues. Despite initially low rating, she gained the respect of her audience and was soon rewarded with a boom in popularity. The Women of Brewster Place, a highly acclaimed 1989 TV miniseries in which Oprah also starred, was one of Apple's projects. Winfrey secured a new contract in 2004 to keep the Oprah Winfrey Show running into the 2010-2011 season. The show was broadcast on almost 212 US stations and in over 100 countries around the world at the time. Winfrey said in 2009 that she will quit her show when her contract with ABC expired in 2011. By founding Oprah's Book Club as part of her talk show, Winfrey made a significant contribution to publishing business. Many unknown authors rose to the top of bestsellers lists as a result of the program, giving pleasure reading a new level of popularity. Winfrey's book club has persisted. She famously interviewed former First Lady Michelle Obama for her biography, Becoming, which was released in 2018. On her talk program in 1997, Winfrey debuted Oprah's Favorite Things, an annual list of holiday gifts handpicked by the media mogul. Winfrey continued the annual practice even after she moved on to other projects. The list was featured on Amazon for 20th edition in 2017. She was the first celebrity to lend her voice to Amazon's Alexa voice control device, allowing consumers to hear Winfrey herself explain the season's top picks. half-sister. Winfrey made headlines in the final season of her talk show when she revealed a family secret. She has a half-sister named Patricia. Vanita Lee, Winfrey's mother, gave birth to a daughter in 1963. Winfrey was 9 years old at the time and living with her father. Lee decided to place the child for adoption because she feared she would not be able to get off of public assistance if she had another child to look after. Patricia spent her first 7 years of life in a variety of foster homes. Patricia attempted to contact her birth mother through her adoption agency after she turned 18, but Lee refused to meet her. She reached Winfrey's niece after doing some research, and the two had DNA testing done to confirm they were connected. Winfrey just found out about her sister's existence a few months before she decided to make it public. On her show, she added, "It was one of the best surprises of my life." Weight loss. Winfrey has struggled with her weight in the past, and her various attempts to lose weight have been well documented. She stated on her talk show in 1988 that she had shed 67 pounds by following a liquid diet and exercising. She subsequently admitted, "I had literally starved myself for 4 months, not a crumb of food." She has regained the majority of her weight by 1992. She shed an estimated 90 pounds in 1995, dropping to her ideal weight of around 150 pounds. She ran the Marine Corps Marathon in Washington, D.C. that year. Winfrey's personal chef, Rosie Daly, and trainer, Bob Green, both released best-selling books in the aftermath of her well-publicized success. Winfrey's weight, on the other hand, fluctuated throughout time. Winfrey purchased a 10% share in Weight Watchers WW in 2015. She also became a company advisor and was appointed to the board of directors, and she appeared on TV commercials as a spokeswoman for the company. Weight Watchers WW had been in a slump for a few years, but Winfrey's engagement resurrected the organization, which saw a boom in membership and stock values. Winfrey claimed in 2017 that she had lost 42 pounds again, this time thanks to Weight Watchers. She issued a message to Weight Watchers members more than 2 years later, explaining that she had been diagnosed with pre-diabetes prior to her most recent weight loss journey, but that her blood pressure and sugar levels were now under control. Oxygen Media and O Magazine. Oxygen Media, a corporation Winfrey co-founded committed to providing cable and internet connect for women, began in 1999. As a result, Winfrey cemented her position as one of the most powerful and affluent people in show business in the media industry. She signed an agreement with the network in 2002 to run a primetime companion show to her syndicated talk show. Winfrey's highly successful monthly magazine, the Oprah magazine, debuted in 2000. Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN. Winfrey went to her own network, the Oprah Winfrey Network, a joint venture with Discovery Communications, shortly after the Oprah Winfrey Show concluded in 2011. Despite a shaky financial start, the network grabbed news in January 2013 when it aired an interview between Winfrey and Lance Armstrong, the American cyclist and 7-time Tour de France victor, who had his title removed in 2012 owing to doping allegations. During the interview, Armstrong admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs. "I am fundamentally defective and I am paying the price, which I think is acceptable. I have earned it," he explained. The interview reportedly brought in millions of dollars in revenue for Oprah Winfrey's network. In a statement, Winfrey stated of her conversation with Armstrong, "He did not come clean in the way I had anticipated. It took me by surprise. I do say that some of his responses captured my attention, my team, and everyone else in the room. I thought he was meticulous. He was dead serious about it. He has undoubtedly prepared himself for this occasion. I do say he seized the opportunity. We were both fatigued by the time it was through. Winfrey announced in March 2015 that her Chicago-based Apple Studios would close at the end of the year in order to move the company's production operation to the Oprah Winfrey Show headquarters in Los Angeles. The studio was the birthplace of Oprah Winfrey's television empire, and it remained the location of her daily syndicated talk program until its end in 2011. The time has come to de-emphasize the aspect of the company and move on. It will be difficult to say goodbye, Winfrey remarked, but I am confident that the future holds even more than I can imagine. Greenleaf was Winfrey's comeback to acting, and it was her first recurring scripted television role. In June 2016, OWN premiered the original family drama, which is set in a Memphis megachurch. Discovery stated in December 2017 that it has purchased 24.5% of OWN from its founder for $70 million, making it the main owner of the network. Under the terms of arrangement, Winfrey kept 25.5% of OWN and remained its CEO. Collaboration with Apple. Winfrey signed a multi-year partnership with Apple in June 2018 to generate unique programming for the company. Winfrey announced in September 2009 that Oprah's Book Club would be coming to the Apple's TV Plus streaming subscription service. Winfrey signed on as executive producer of On the Record, a documentary about many women who accused music producer Russell Simmons of sexual misconduct as part of her Apple alliance. However, just before the documentary's presentation on the 2020 Sundance Film Festival, Winfrey abruptly withdrew her backing, wealth, charity, and award. For 3 years in a row, according to Forbes magazine, Winfrey was the wealthiest African American of the 20th century and the world's sole black billionaire. She was named the most powerful woman of her generation by Life magazine. Winfrey was the inaugural recipient of the Academy of Television Art and Science Bob Hope Humanitarian Award in September 2002. Winfrey was named the greatest black philanthropist in American history by Business Week in 2005. Oprah's Angel Network earned more than $50 million for philanthropic causes such as girls' education in South Africa and Hurricane Katrina relief. President Bill Clinton signed a bill that Winfrey offered to Congress into law in 1994, creating a nationwide database of convicted child abusers, which Winfrey had suggested to Congress. She also formed the Family for Better Lives organization and donates to Tennessee State University, her alma mater. In November 2013, Winfrey was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. This medal was given to her by President Barack Obama in recognition of her achievements to the country. After 17 people were killed in a shooting at Florida Marjorie Stoneman's Douglas High School in February 2018, Winfrey stated that she would follow George and Emma Clooney's lead and donate $500,000 to the March for Our Lives event the following month. Activism in politics. In December 2007, Winfrey campaigned for Democratic presidential candidate Barack Obama during the greatest crowds of the primary season to that moment. In the early primary, states of Iowa, New Hampshire, and South Carolina, Winfrey joined Obama for a series of events. It was Winfrey's first time campaigning for a political candidate. The most important event took place at the University of South Carolina football stadium, where 29,000 people turned out for a demonstration that had been moved from an 18,000-seat basketball arena due to popular demand. In November 2018, Winfrey endorsed Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams. the first black woman to be nominated for governor by a major political party in the state. Winfrey canvassed neighborhoods and even took part in a town hall with the Democratic candidates. Since Winfrey's address at the 2018 Golden Globes, in which she condemned America's racially hostile atmosphere, many have speculated that she would run for president in 2020. However, Winfrey has said that she does not want to and has no intention of running for president. Golden Globes Awards. In January 2018, Winfrey became the first African American woman to receive the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement from the Golden Globes. She described being inspired by seeing Sidney Poitier honored at the Globes decade ago, before underlining the significance of a free press and the power of telling the truth in a society shattered by brutally strong men in a passionate speech. So I just want all the guests watching right now to know that a new day is coming, she concluded. And when that new day eventually dawns, it will be thanks to a lot of magnificent women, many of whom are right here in this room tonight, and some pretty fantastic men who are working hard to ensure that they become the leaders who lead us to a time when no one will ever have to say me too. Personal life. Since the mid-80s, Winfrey has been in a relationship with Stedman Graham, a public relations executive. They were engaged in 1992 but never married. Hi everyone, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and I hope it has been informative. If you like this video and you like to see more content like this, kindly like this video, share with others, leave a comment in the comment section, and also kindly subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed yet. Thanks for watching to the end. Have a nice day and look out for the next video.